Hello, everyone. What's going on? I'm MK Ultra, and this is Strange Backcountry, and I'm here all alone. There's finally no massive amounts of Boy Scouts running around. I got the woods all to myself here tonight. And as soon as I was setting up, I was hearing some movement off into the brush. It didn't sound large, possibly like a small raccoon or deer, but hey, we might get some activity tonight. So I'm gonna make sure all the audio is working all right, and I'll give you guys a little tour of what we're working with around here. Make sure everything's set up good. Are you guys hearing me all right? I might sound a little bit better right now. I did bring a chair just in case, but that's just to pop in on chat here. I think we'll be moving around quite a bit. The beautiful bus in the background. How's everyone doing? Let me say hi to the chat here. Got Joseph Tavir, what's going on? Reverend PC, good to see you. Oki, what's up? We got Ristol, the Appalachian Magic, right on, right on. Am I coming in good? Am I sounding good? All right, that's the directional mic set up. Don't take it easy tonight. I'm gonna do anything too crazy. Mostly microphone stuff. I do have the thermal on me. It's charged up. I've yet to do a scan. I think I'll probably be able to do something with the thermal with that GoPro. Let's kind of step back with it. How's everyone doing tonight? Sorry I missed the last weekend. Yeah, so it gets packed here during the weekend, so it kind of makes it impossible to find any place. If the bus can fit into it, then a lot of other vehicles can fit into it. So I had this place all day. What was it, Friday? And it was empty. No one was here. And at 7:30 before the stream, a fleet of vehicles showed up in Boy Scouts, which is fairly normal this time of year. So now we are going to be kind of listening out. So I got the get this on record. It should be recording right now. And we're going to be listening on the directional mic. I don't have room for my mouse. So it's going to take me a little bit longer to kind of get to everything. So we'll go to the high sensitivity mic. Let me know if that's working good. Should be here. Yes. If you can hear that jet, then we're probably doing all right. My audio should be down, but you should still be able to hear me with the with the high sensitivity mic. And what I was hearing earlier, I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour. Show you guys kind of what we're working with here. Wish these go mobile without the tether there. I need to have a Type C. And you can see there's the bus. Very polleny out here. So I don't want to hear any of that orb stuff. It's just so pollen out here. You can see it flying through the air. But I was hearing movement this direction. And I wish I could like go free. Maybe I can do that with my phone later. I was hearing something over in this direction. Like I said, it didn't sound big. But I would say like last night there was definitely kind of a weird vibe out here. This one it kind of started emptying out. There was only one or two other cars here last night. The forest canopy's really grown in too. I don't know if you guys remember the first couple streams I did out here, but there was no leaves whatsoever. Man, that atmosphere is just thick tonight. Just thick. Usually activity kind of starts up around here, around like midnight. So I figured 11 o'clock would be a good time to start. And then when I was setting up, like I said, I was kind of hearing things. There was some movement stuff going on around me. So I figured I'd go ahead and just get started early. And then we can get some interesting audio, no matter what it is. Coyote, that's cool too. Is it all coming in good? Does it all sound good? What's going on, Jeff Matlow, Wildcat Tattoo? Anybody else pop in here? Yeah, how's everyone Monday going? If we start hearing anything, for new people, if we start hearing anything, I'll engage a high sensitivity microphone and we're listening. I, of course, have a DJI Action 5 here set up. And I got some other fun stuff in the box that this is sitting on right here. And then there's some other stuff over there. The Starlink is running off of, and this is Scorpius power. This Blue Yeti little power bank over here. And that's going to give us about 4 hours of Starlink. So I don't have to worry about the bus power as far as this goes. Everything's working. Yeah, Starlink should be good. Starlink is actually on top of the bus roof back there. And notice how I stuck out the front. I have to be very cautious I have to be very aware of like my solar panels. They need to get sun. So I kind of tried to set it up today where the front end's got no coverage over the top. So the solar panels would get some juice and the Starlink would be opened up too. So, and then I actually carried the router out here. The router's right over here. Now where we're at right now is sort of a kind of a crossroads for a bunch of different hiking trails and bike trails out here. And throughout the day, you get a lot of like just people kind of running through here. At night on the weekdays, it's pretty much empty out here. There's no one. I didn't see anybody when I drove in here around 4. So I left to go get some groceries. When I came back, the closest next camp they were packing up was probably like a quarter mile, half a mile down the road here. Reverend PCS, how's the bus, MK? Bus is doing good. I've been really happy with it. I got to check the oil and the transmission fluid, make sure it's still good. It gave a little bit of a heavy shift there today. Got something. Listen. You guys can actually hear better than me. So if you guys are hearing anything, let me know. I'm about to blow out your eardrums right now. chilling. So there shouldn't be cats inside the bus messing with anything. But that's what I was saying. So yeah, it's a good emptied out area. We're not far from a couple of like BFRO documented Bigfoot sites or Bigfoot encounters. The closest being Big Island Creek, which is about 2, 3 miles uh, in that direction, around a few mountains. And that was down around a creek valley. There were some hammockers reporting an aggressive kind of grunts and growls at them. Now, the only animals out in here, but the large animals, as far as big animals go in Hawaii, it's just deer. Deer and people are the two biggest you're going to encounter. There's no like active breeding population of bear here. They're caught on trail camera every once in a while, but once a year they'll catch. Someone catches one. Usually on the south end or the north end, the two extremes. But you usually do get like a trail camera picture of like usually a mama bear and some cubs. But as far as like active bear populations, there's none here. So anything large, making like large grunting and growling type sounds, or even roars, which we captured in uh, the Uwharrie documentary, uh, you really shouldn't be out here. Now I've heard rumors that there's like red wolves out here. Again, I've never seen a trail camera of a red wolf. Um, you definitely have coyotes out here. You hear them. There's a crazy spider walking across that laptop right now. You see that guy? See him? Yeah, you got to see him. That's fun. Okay, nice. Just kind of chill. He really loves running across his laptop. All right, buddy. You do you. But the bus is well, Reverend. The bus is doing very well. No complaints. I'm expecting around midnight. I know we're a little bit early. So we got to get in here early. You know what I mean? Oh, God, there's bugs everywhere. Oh, sorry, get off that. Got these lights kind of lighting up everything. There we go. You know what? I'm almost certain there is big cat reports out here. I can't think of anything offhand. I do know the Uwharrie. There's a book called like Uwharrie Legends and Lore. It might be like Ghost Stories, Legends and Lore. Uh, Historically, like the Wampus cat, which is like a weird cat thing that wanders the creek bed. That's been told to be out here. And I know, like in that book, it was kind of like almost comical the way it kind of was described, like different length legs, so it can easily walk along the creek bed. Pyromedic says, "Hey, standing next to the birthday boy right now, and Jesse. Well, you hanging out with the with HBH? Right on. Hope they're not talking too much crap about this stream. I think we're gonna get something tonight. I think we're gonna hear something kind of wild. Get the camera ready. Just kind of want to take it chill, see what happens." Someone told me that they kind of sensed a not so much Bigfoot out here, but more like a Native American kind of spirit. I think that's interesting. This would be in the route of like how they would travel. South of here is Mount Jalid or Jalad. I don't know how you pronounce it, but there is a place called Town Creek Indian Mound. That's like a ancient Indian mound. Really nice place. If you're ever in the area, you ever go to Uwharrie, check that place out. That place is really cool. As soon as I saw it, you walk in and they actually rebuilt the old wooden wall that was up around there, like around the place. And you walk in there and it's like a really like it's almost like an Aztec temple, like those Aztec pyramids, the kind of the way the walls are shaped. But they did a really good job. I think it's like reconstructed, but good little museum there. Got some interesting artifacts. I was talking in the other stream. I don't know. Hey, we got Pork Chop Express. What's going on? I think it's awesome that Jessie took her dad with her. Yes, high on cupcakes. Oh, you guys are tearing up cupcakes? Oh my god, I'm jealous. I was reminiscing the other day of my hellbent Christmas, where man, as soon as I walked in their house, they were like, hey, "You want a Christmas tree?" We all know what that is. It's a little Debbie cake. I said, "Hell yeah!" I got a glass of milk and a little Debbie cake. That rolled. That was awesome. And let's see if I can go mobile with my phone real fast. Let's see if we can do that. Should link up all right. Signal seems to be good. No issues with signal. Let's see if we can do the phone thing. I think that would be cool. If I can switch it over. Hopefully it doesn't change the audio out, but that won't be a big deal. Guys, just give it a second. Give it a second. Just gotta talk to my phone. I gotta click a thing on my phone. And we are up. Okay, cool. We're doing it, guys. I'm gonna go sideways with it now. The people like the sideways. You know what I mean? Let's go take a little walk around. Oh my god, my phone. Oh, that was weird. My flashlight wasn't coming on for a second. I can't see chat right now, so I'm just gonna be walking with you. Now through here, it's pretty much just pure woods. In about a quarter mile, if you were to walk through there, you'd hit the Uwharrie Recreation Trail, and then just more woods. You can see it's really thickened up since I started coming out here. Here's the sign for the Uwharrie Trail right there, and the Coyote Trail, which is a bike trail. So this little spur trail is technically it's both the spur trail for the Uwharrie and the bike trail. So you get a lot of bikes. There's a little outhouse here. Let me make sure I don't have that uh, microphone on high. No, we're still good. Okay. Place is real nice during the day, but when it gets dark, there's something about it which is real creepy because you are way out here. I'm glad I can go mobile if I got to. I gotta dig out that Ulanzi stick. It's right there, but I also need the mount piece for the cell phone. It'll be a lot easier to hook up. Maybe I'll go wrangle that in. Oh, I gotta show you guys the bus too. Well, bus is doing good. Dusty, covered in pollen. Uh, Shout out to Sherry. She donated for some Rain-X. I got some Rain-X on the windshield, and spiders have already got it going. Bus got a good charge today. Ran on the generator for a good like 3 hours. So got a good charge. It didn't get too hot today. Stayed in the 80s. Oh, for people who don't know, this has a Diamond Rio placard on it. If anybody's wondering why, it's because the guy I bought this bus from, he was a diesel mechanic, and his favorite truck. I don't know if the emblems off of his favorite truck specifically, but his favorite truck was a Diamond Rio, and he stuck the emblems on. And he asked me if I could keep them on the bus. And I said sure, why not? But she's very dirty. Switch this back over to regular cam. Not too bad. Switch back and forth. That's doable. Make sure the audio is still staying. The audio is still good. Right on. Right on. Right on. Right on. Got 33 watching. Right on. Cool. 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 I think Rick Skinner's been here already. Yeah. If not, hey, what's going on? Keep hearing something. It's not big. But I just keep hearing like twigs breaking over there. That's right. We went mobile there. I'm glad that thing's working today. It's odd when it chooses to not work. I'm assuming it's bad signal from Starlink is maybe what causes it. But it's always kind of frustrating. I gotta find that whole bag of tricks here. Find that mount for the cell phone on this stick. But there's a power cord. That's one thing I got. That's pretty cool. I think the other one is inside the bus. Would you guys like to go into the bus? No, I know I grabbed it. I think it's actually sitting in this thing. Oh no, this would be a crazy maneuver here. This down. These spiders are like, get off of there. It's like arachnophobia out here. Jeez Louise. Reverend PC said those are tough old trucks. Yeah, that's what he was telling me. He went off on the old Diamond Rios. He said those are just like the best trucks ever. I'll take his word for it. He seemed to know what he was doing. The bus was in good shape, so took good care of that. Let me see if I can pick this up. Where's that thing? Come on. There it is. There it is. Got it. Got it. We're in business. Oh. Did I leave the stick back there? It's supposed to get cold tonight, but well, not cold, but in the 60s. I've been acclimating to the temperature, so I'm kind of used to it getting 80. And I'm not gonna lie, in the peak heat of the day, I'm pretty much just laying in the bus in my underwear, laying on the bed. But today wasn't too bad. It was fairly comfortable considering that. Okay, that's good and ready. I wish they would make these things so that they're compatible with a tough case on your phone. It's odd that they almost make these things. What's that wrong? Is that a USB mini? Oh my god! What is this? 2009? Get out of here! Get out of here! This is a little short type C. That's all I need. I got one in here. There's something creeping. You guys hearing anything? We go to high sensitivity, Mike. I'll hold off on high sensitivity, Mike, for a second. We got some Godzilla talk in the chat already. The official release date for Godzilla Minus Zero is 11/6. Yeah, and the trailer premieres tomorrow at I think 7:15 p.m. or something like that. I don't know if that's Japanese time or what, but I'm psyched for that. I got to find a spot to get the Starlink up just to watch that trailer. That's gonna be so good. I can't wait to see. Hopefully, they show us who the other monster is gonna be. Speculation's high on that. I'm kind of pro the Hedorah theory. That's a monster that could use a kind of a better second chance, I guess you'd say. Oh, here we go. That would work. Is that long enough? Would this work? That's a good Type C right there. That's a strong Type C. That's one of those Type Cs you can take home to your parents. Okay. That's up. Good. So we'll be able to go mobile a little bit nicer. if we got to. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. There was some other Godzilla news too the other day. I couldn't remember. I think it was for a supernova. Julie Bug in chat. What's going on, Julie Bug? Okay, let's go to high sensitivity mic. I'm just gonna listen in. Let me know if you guys are hearing that good. It should be very sensitive. Okie, what's going on, Okie? Guys are hearing it good. Dude Tucker, good to see you, man. Michelle Johnson, great to see you. Say hi to Scott. Michelle is setting up this website called the Veil Project, if I got that correct. And it's going to be like a reporting site. But instead of just like being a specific like Bigfoot or Dogman reporting site, it's going to be for anything strange, all things strange, for specifically like the Southeast region right now. But, I need to put that in my notes on StreamYard so I can always share that every time it pops up. Okay, what's going on? Like I said, can I ask where you are tonight? I'm in the southern end of the Uwharries, probably like a mile and a half north of 24, 27. Roulette, so thanks for taking us camping with me. Hey, anytime. This is like part of the fun of it. You know? It's like I used to go to like the worst thing, that can happen on a unsuccessful Bigfoot hunt is that you at least have a nice camping experience. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. The jet flying over. We got a jet flying over. There always seems to be some sort of noise around that jet. So I'm gonna crank up the volume on this sound. And, let's just listen. I know we're gonna hear a jet, but let's listen for anything that happens after the jet. Okay. Did you guys see that? Did I catch on camera? Someone hit like right here. I can't have it on fire. There's a fire ban. Didn't you hear? Let's go bubble for a second. I don't know if that was a bug or if it was a bug, I didn't see nothing there. But also, if it was a pebble, I didn't see nothing there. Hang in there, guys. Okay. Does that keep the audio still? Yeah. Okay.
Hello?
Point the sound stick out towards. It's really thick stuff, so. Yeah, I don't think my range is particularly too far. It's maybe like 50 or 60 feet. That's not just crazy out here. Okay, hopefully that hung in there with you guys. That off. Let me switch to the other camera. I knew the bugs were going to be bad. It's just my life now. Let me check out the rest of the chat. What's going on, Sherry? Hey, great to see things are working for you. Okay, yeah. Scorpius came down there the other weekend and kind of showed me around the laptop what I can do to how to get all the audio set up here. So right now I got the lav mic on, right? That's plugged into this 4-channel audio mixer, and then the other on one of the other channels is the super sound stick with a giant spider on it right now. And then that's a term coined by Help and Holler. I don't want to like copyright trademark Help and Holler, but it's hooked up to that and on a 32-bit float mic. And what's nice about that float mic is it's not going to ever clip. So if something gets really loud, it won't ever clip out to where the audio is nonsense. You'll always be able to work with it. Oh, is Appalachian Magic going to bed? Have a good night. You got probably another 35 minutes, 45 minutes till usually starts getting weird out here in the Uwharries. Let me check on the generator. Should be good for another good little while. That's right, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm kind of feeling like I think most of the time when I do these lives, it's going to be out the weekdays. Particularly out here, weekends just get too wild. it's hard to find a place to even park. So I gotta get in some place usually like Friday and just like hunker down like Saturday and Sunday. Oh man, I got heartburn. Oh, I don't know what it is too. I had milk and Oreos earlier. Oh. I left my Tums in the bus. Oh, what's this one? Are the Juro spiders starting to come out? I don't even know what the Juro spiders are. Let me look that up. Juro spiders. Oh, I'm sure they are. Yeah, they're always calling them banana spiders. Yeah, I'm sure they're probably. It's been. I mean, it's already gotten to the 90s. Today was like 80. It felt cool compared to the last couple of days. You know, hey, I'll tell you what, it's starting to get dry already. I know we're in that drought, but man, you are really just dry back. What's going on? Surviving the strain. That reminds me. I got something to promote here in a minute. This is like the ideal angle for s'mores making strain. It is. I'm telling you what, if there wasn't a burn ban, there was a fire pit right over here. Could have had a good time. But I just got word that the new LBL documentary, Dogman Magazine Lakes, on Small Town Monsters, which I worked on with Surviving the Strange here in Chad. It was directed and edited by Jesse Doyle, Joe Doyle, cameraman extraordinaire. It's coming out April 19th. So April 19th, we all get to see me Surviving the Strange, Jesse and Joe Doyle, Hunt the Dogman, the LBL. And I got to see the documentary yesterday, I think it was. I got to say, it's a banger. They've outdone themselves this time. It's so packed full of investigation. It's so packed full of information, but like it's never like bogging you down with it. What was that? What the fuck was that? Down this low MK. Oh, really? You're not getting anything on that? You guys aren't getting anything on this? I think that spider was messing with it. I might have just not cranked it up high enough. Okay. Get out of here, you spiders. But yeah, so April 19th, Small Town Monsters channel. The Dogman Massacre. Attack the Beast of the LBL or something like that. I don't know. I feel like they always give those things like 3 titles. I can never remember. I don't even remember the title that I'm told at like the beginning of it. I don't remember what the title is by the time it gets to the end. But it was very good. I think it comes in at like an hour and 45 minutes. And it's tight, fast paced. It's great. It's a lot of fun. So make sure to check that out. I should probably grab the. It's fun watching those things because if you're involved in it, like, no, I'm not logged in. I'm not going to go through all that. But when you like involved in those things, like it's like a week long experience. Like that was like a solid week, and they were up there even longer than I was. Like they got up there early and did like the interviews with Steve Cosby, and his interview was really good too. The interviews are great in it, and when you're doing something for like a week long, and it's like 12 to like 16-hour days of running around the woods filming it and like looking at different areas, it all kind of like blurs together in your head. Oop, I like blowing the microphone. But to watch it in like an hour and 45 like cram session, it's really interesting how it like, especially like how Jesse like captures like that energy, like how it felt to be out there at that time, and it's like there throughout the whole documentary, just like you can just feel like it's the same energy that we had out there. You get to see me run. I don't like running. I'll tell you that much. I'm not a fan of that. But one of the crazier. Well, I guess I gotta wait for the. I guess I gotta wait for it to come out before I start telling you guys about it. What's going on? Just curious. Good to see you. What time we got now? 11:19. Like I said, I started this a little bit early, but I'm thinking like usually all the strange stuff happens between like midnight and 3. So I want to be ready for it. Make sure everything's down. Well, that light really uses up a lot. I think I can turn that down. That's actually a little bit. It's kind of cooking me in a way. That should be a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you guys can still see it. Ow. What was that? Is that a moth just like sucker punched me? I felt that. I felt that, bro. I went to a place I frequent up here, and not just because of the name, but it's like it's a good restaurant, and it's like the only one nearby here. But it's like solid. It's the Bigfoot Bar and Grill. I'm hitting that place up a lot. They usually got really good deals, and I was there this weekend, and I got this thing called a Carolina Twinkie. Buckle up, folks. It's a jalapeno, right? Stuffed with cream cheese, with their own smoked pulled pork put into that. Then the whole thing is wrapped in bacon. And then it's like smoked, and it was delicious. And then I just got like a regular pulled pork sandwich. I don't remember what side I got, but they got a queso mac and cheese side that's like delicious. I'm hoping Bigfoot might come in just with the tails and the queso mac and cheese. Sherry said we finally hit 70 today. Oh, what part of the country are you in? That must be like Midwest, upper Midwest. I would imagine they're probably still getting pretty cold up there. She said, "Wow, sounds too good." Oh my god! And like that place, I don't know where they're getting the jalapeno. It's like it is like the freshest jalapeno you could ever imagine. Like they're perfect. I've not had a bad meal at that place at all. They have this one. The only thing I haven't gotten from there, I think, like the major item is the Sasquatch burger, and it's 2 8-ounce patties, and then just American cheese and lettuce, tomato, all that. Ontario, Canada. Oh wow, this show's going international, guys. I got a cousin that lives in Canada. I think she lives in Saskatchewan. Which, as a Canadian, can you tell me about Saskatchewan? Like, is it named because it sounds very Sasquatch-like? Saskatchewan, is that like any relation, or does it mean something completely different? I'm assuming it's like a Native American or like a native tribe, like an indigenous people's tribe. But like, is there any connection with Sasquatch? I'm not a smart man. I don't know these things, but I would be curious. Especially if it's supposed to hit 90. Yep, listen up, guys. how far I can go before it disconnects. You guys should be hearing me pretty good on that sensitivity. I used to do it at night. I guess I was so. I know a lot of people do it at night. That is wonderful. Die. All right. Did I lose too many of you guys? Still with me here? I might just roll like this for a second. I got that microphone up. So if you just joined us, I'm MK Ultra. This is Strange Backcountry. I travel around. You're listening to my voice through like a high sensitivity microphone. So it should be kind of ASMR right now. I travel around and bus. And tonight we're looking for Bigfoot. But like I was telling people earlier, I was actually told that there's more of a more like a Native American spirit is what I was told that's out here in this area. So I'd be curious what comes from that. I'm down for anything. Oh my god, all these giant bugs are like. Yeah, it's getting a little creepy out here. Getting a little. Usually like the mind to start like painting what these sounds are. You know what I mean? Like it could just be like a little birdie coming through the leaves here. Yeah, I feel like your mind will paint like, oh no, it's Bigfoot creeping around. Sometimes it is a Bigfoot creeping around. Someone brought up a thing over there. So on Hope Horizon, good to see you here, Jack. Just curious if I forgot you. Good to see you. Probably now not Spears. I'm assuming not Spears. Yeah, that's a weird one right there. Can someone inform log direct next thing with the audio village? There should be audio now. Like you should be able to hear me just fine. But when I turn this up, this should be like the highly sensitive microphone. You should still be able to hear me, but I should sound kind of weird. I mean, am I fading out to where I'm supposed to be fading out because I'm bringing up the high sensitivity mic. So, like, getting quiet now. And the high sensitivity mic should be picking me up, but it should be I should be a lot quieter because I'm like behind that microphone. Yeah, it's all controlled here, like you see here. So like, this is my audio. So like this. So like, you should be able to hear me just fine. Now I can. Sensitivity mic. It goes right there. Now you should be hearing something very sensitive. Should be hearing pretty much everything going on in the woods right there. So I have to kind of go back. Weird. Okay. Phone disconnected. The phone usually only disconnects whenever weird shit starts up. Other than that, oh, what was that? Straight ahead.
No SD card.
Oh, this is interesting. Saying I have no SD card in there. I know there's an SD card in there. This real fast. I've done this before. Yeah, there's most definitely an SD card. Now, do you think there's an SD card? Now you think there's an SD card. Okay. Let me get you set back up here. Your audio was. Is my audio gone now? Hello, 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 hello. Is my audio gone now? Can you guys not hear me? Lab's not working. Okay. One thing at a time, guys. We'll get it all figured out. That should be a bad connection when I move the. Is that coming in now? Can you guys hear me all right now? Let me know if you can hear me now. It should be pretty solid now. I think my audio cord got shaken out at some point. It's very low. Let me look into this for a second. Audio. We'll check audio. Should be it. I wonder if it's the automatic adjust mic volume thing. It's very low. Huh. Is it loud now? Duke Tucker, that might be because the lag of the video. You might have seen me turning it up, but it was like low at that point. High sensitivity mic is 100%. Where are we at now? Can you hear me good now? This is just my regular microphone right now. I could probably technically do all this with just the shotgun mic. Very low, huh? Interesting. All right, let me mess around with that for a second. That should boost me up a little bit on here. Can hear you but low. Huh. What's doing that? Microphone's coming in good. That one's coming in low. That's better? Okay. All right, I just had to max it out. It might have acted weird when I walked far away from it. Getting better. Oh, I'm already maxed out. I can't go any higher. Weird. Let me Hello, 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 hello. Check, check, check. Oh, we got our first lag for the night. I just saw right there. Completely lost audio when you walked away. That might have just been low when I walked away. Good now. Audio is good now. Okay. Coming up on midnight. Let's see if something weird happens. Yeah, I'll just keep it cranked all the way up. Probably not the best lav location either. Maybe I need to drop it down a little bit. That might be a better reasonable place to have the lav mic. Crypto's playing with the equipment tonight. I'll tell you what, there's some times where it's like, the only time I ever thought it was specifically weird out here, like the equipment malfunction, was at that site 10, the Mike Green site, where he filmed the squeaky thermal. I like really prepped for this stream, and that one night it started off with the thermal. The thermal's battery was got fried out. I tested it. I put it on the tripod, took it outside, and it was working fine. And then I brought out the rest of the equipment, got everything set up, and then when I went back to the thermal, the battery was fried. Now that can just easily be a bad battery. No, whatever. Equipment goes bad. I thought it was weird just because it was working fine all the days leading up to that. Then later on that night, I heard like heavy movement down in the creek down in there. And when I went to go get the phone set up so I could go mobile, the second I touched it, like I was using the phone as a camera to stream. So like it was working fine. And it was literally when I said like, okay, I'm gonna go check that noise out. As soon as I like touched the base of this thing, it like disconnected. I thought that was weird. I thought that was very weird. It didn't connect for the rest of the night. And I forget what stream that was. That was a couple streams ago, but that was like the only set of odd equipment failures I thought was weird. And if it was just one of those on any given night by itself, I wouldn't think too much of it. But like that night was a little weird. Unfortunately, West Morris, I really can't go into it anymore because I can go into it, but I can't stream from there because the leaf coverage, the canopy is so thick now, there's no way to get a signal out. So what I think I'm going to end up doing there at some point in chat, which is just filming a stakeout, not live, like not like show it live, but just film it. And that's what I'm going to have to end up doing there because there was recent activity and a campsite out there, and I would really like to go out there and actually document it all. So I think that's what I'm going to have to end up doing. giant ant. Get out of here. Sound is good. Right on, right on, right on. Oh, the Cryptid podcast is on. I think I was watching that earlier before I came on. I didn't know if it was live or if it was just kind of like auto played. Oh, I like Dano. Dano seems like a cool dude. YouTube's acting funny now. What is going on? Oh, don't leave that. No. Oh, weird. I have to sign in again. My God, weird spiders, get out of here. Why is it not letting me sign in? Oh, well, I'm creeping up on 600 subscribers. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, if you're just lurking right now, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Coming up on midnight, guys. It's 10 minutes. Things always get weird out here. If I'm not already on the high sensitivity mic, I'll pop it on there right when we get to midnight. Usually it is like clockwork out here. Things just start up. Do you eat steak at the steakout? No, I actually haven't had a steak in forever. That used to be a real like. What's going on, Jason Finch? That's a really big. I wonder why it's buffering now. Oh, I guess it just happens sometimes. It literally has no obstructions. Starlink's in the open, so any lag, that must just be satellites. We're running low on them or something. Oh, but yeah, I was just like struggling like I don't know, like 5-6 years ago, and I went like 2 years without like even being able to like afford a steak, and that like drove me nuts. Cause like man, steaks are so good. I love me a steak with a loaded baked potato, sour cream, bacon bits, some chives on there, some cheese melted on that too. Ooh boy. What the fuck is that sound? David Finch asked if I have a campfire going. I do not. Right now, the state's in a burn ban. Now, I did get conflicting stuff from the tourist board down here. They were saying that since it's national forest land, you can't have a fire if it's in a fire ring. What is that? Oh, some sort of giant. Oh my God, there's like giant bugs taking over this light back here. What is that? No, it's a giant mosquito hawk. I couldn't tell if it was the computer frying or something else going on. So no campfire for me. Probably won't be. I usually don't like to do campfires. It's a lot to maintain, and I'd feel bad if I ever lit the forest on fire. CMK could be cooking something good on the fire while he's waiting for Bigfoot to visit. Oh yeah, you're fine. Well, you know what's funny about that, Jason Finch, was I was doing a stream a couple of days ago. I was talking about like my experiences out here, and I was sharing pictures from like 6 years ago when I was like looking for Bigfoot out here. And in the one of the pictures was like a fire, and someone came in chat and was like, there's a fire ban right now. Like came in full aggro. Like hope horizon sour cream, chives, cheese, bacon, butter, yummy. Yeah, and I put some salt and pepper on that. Oh my god, that's good. Is this the episode where MK gets carried off by a Mothman? It might just be a regular moth. Oh yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Coming up on midnight, guys. I'll go high sensitivity mic. Let me make sure that's still running. Now this microphone has the ability to cut. It has like a noise cancellation thing for anything under 75 hertz or 150 hertz. I have it set on right now where it's not going to pick up anything at 75 hertz. But I'm kind of wondering, should I just leave it go full throttle, not cut out anything? Mind you, like those recordings we got in West Morris a couple weeks ago, those were at 950 hertz. So I think if I'm listening for anything, but I don't know, but if it's super sensitive, maybe you won't even, don't want to miss any of that. I'm actually going to cut it off then. We'll go mobile again and we'll do the sound stick up. Love sitting around the campfire. It's very relaxing. Yeah, man, it's like the thing that we've always done, Such a human thing. On the topic of Mothman, there was allegedly a Mothman sighting in that Zora cemetery. Another thing you can check out on my channel. If you go to the shorts, I give a little quick tour of the Zora cemetery. You'll maybe see my lives. I don't remember. Very interesting graveyard. Has a lot of strange cryptid sightings in there. And on that video, you'll see when we go to the back of the cemetery, there's like a old wall of just quartz, just giant pile of quartz, and it's like an old like wall that lined the back there. Interesting place. I can hear some traffic in a distance. That's right, strange backcountry. Here we are. We're living the life here. I'll turn the high sensitivity mic up and we'll just give it a listen for a little while. It's like very quiet out here. Too quiet. try to avoid the microphone here. Step back. That's my zipper. Hold on a second while I whip this out. Got a jet flying over. This jet handle business. Man, there's so much dust and pollen in the air. You gotta switch it up a little bit. How long can I? Oh yeah, I'm hearing something over there. Okay. Let's go, guys. Let's do it. There's the microphone pointed in that direction. I was hearing like a woo. You guys hearing that? They go woo woo. Could be a dog. How long have I got on this? I got a couple feet. Set it down. It's pointing in like a general direction. Alrighty. You guys hear anything? Don't whip it out on camera. Yeah, not on this channel. The pollen is gnarly out here. It's crazy out here. Yeah, it must have been some faint voices as possible. He says try thermal. I'll bring up the thermal. You can do it. Reverend said, Reverend PC said, yeah, I can hear it. Bring up the thermal, guys. Got to do it kind of the poor man's way. I'm at the until I find a thermal I can do a live feed without some annoying app on an Android, but like an actual live feed into something. You find a good let me go predator vision here. Oh man, it's so hard trying to angle this thing just right. Come on. Oh, there we go. It's not perfect, guys. I don't know. Where does it keep going? See, I need to find some sort of mounting. Who's the guy for Hal Ben Holler that makes all that cool 3D printed stuff? I wonder if there's a way he could mount. Yeah, this is like impossible to do on the phone. Yeah, it just keeps. These are such micro movements. Yeah, then it constantly. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Maybe I'll try it better on the DJI. Doing a quick scan around. Nothing's really popping up. The generator still got some heat on it. Yeah, it's one thing the people of thermal technology that got a lot of consumer stuff out that's priced good. But as far as trying to find one that has like a live feed capability that you can just easily plug in, a lot of them have like an app or something like that. But for the most part, I haven't found one that can actually just be like, oh my god, my I think my DJI just cuts off after a while. And we should be up on webcam now, right? No, that's still on my phone. Okay. So many bugs all over the place. All right. Let me try this with the DJI. Might be a little bit easier to. Might be a little easier to manipulate here with the thermal. You guys hear that? And them barking spiders. Oh, that is better. Look at the bus. See, the Jenny still got some heat to her. That's the outhouse. It looks like there's some type of weird figure on it, but I don't think there is. Make sure that's a. I'm gonna switch the. This I believe is black hot. Yeah, it's not exactly the best. Looking through the eye hole. We'll get it figured out one day. So I got one of those night vision cameras too. It's on like a remote control mounted situation, and you can control it and all that with the remote on your phone. But there's no way I can put it on a window, like just what the footage is, like what I'm filming. I can't bring it up on a window on any sort of. It can only work on like an app, on like a phone or like on a tablet. Otherwise, I could like just screen share a window with the footage on it, and it'd be good to go. Oh, yeah. If you guys want to, yeah, I hate throwing it up there, because it kind of like. Let me find it real fast. It's up here somewhere. Y'all like what I do? Want to donate? Here's a PayPal QR code up there. If that's easier for some of y'all, I need to get that. I need to figure out the Venmo one too. What's going on? Brian Nelson just got here. Have you caught anything yet? There was some audio. You guys can actually hear the super sound stick better than I can. Trademark Albert Holler. So I was hearing some sort of sound, and then someone in chat, I think it was Danger Dave or maybe it was Oki, said that they could hear it also. So I'll go back and listen to that. There was another one I completely forgot in the last live stream. Everyone in the chat was saying that there was some sort of moaning they heard, and I need to go back and listen to that. I completely forgot about it. That was one of those like 3-hour streams. And there really shouldn't have been any moaning going on. Was that the same? I think that was the same stream where that was a crazy stream because the campers from like two sites down said that like they had reported that there was like some strange activity, like rustling around their campsite, grunts and growls, and like whistling with like return whistles. And then they said they set out. So I got really bad heartburn right now. They said they set out. I may have finished one of those jalapeno, the Carolina Twinkie. But he had laid out glow sticks to see, just around the camp, and something took like that night. Something like took all the glow sticks from the camp, and I think I clipped. I think we got something, folks. Cars coming through now. I'm not sure what I heard. That was kind of like it sounded like a long kind of. Yeah. Okay. Here's Ristol. Yeah, he said the moaning on that stream was pretty clear. I gotta go back and listen to it. I wish there was a way, and there is. I gotta get some sort of splitter, but I need to sometimes pop headphones on so I can hear what you guys are hearing on that, because you guys hear more than me on that. Got a jet flying over now. It should be wrapping up at the Jets. I want to say that's going to Charlotte. Charlotte, I think, closes up at some point in time tonight. Oh, got some birdies, though. Got some birdies. Got a jet. And got some birdies. Keep an ear out, guys. Listen, because usually there's something that happens after the plane goes by or while the plane's still going. Listen, guys. Plane's about through, so everyone just listen for a second. Okay. Got some trucks coming on up now. What's going on, Bigfoot Dwarf? Good to see you. Take that down now. What time is it? 12:15. So we're in the weird hours now. We're in it. Reverend PC said they like the blue glow sticks for some reason. Yeah, I think was it you that mentioned that in that chat? But the blue color. But the blue panel is actually not working, so I ended up throwing it out. I could just take the gels out and put the blue gel in that one, but I was kind of in a rush for time. Bigfoot Dwarf, good to see you. Yeah, welcome to right next to the 3 a.m. is when all the crazy stuff happens. Yeah, I did that one stream there where what time did people just like set their alarm clock to get up for it? Michelle did. I did one at 2 a.m. out there in West Morris, and that went for like 2 hours, 3 hours. I can't remember if that was the weird one or not. This is the waiting game. This is what everyone always complains that, like, in those documentaries, they're always like, man, you guys are always running around. You guys are always making noise. You guys are always doing things. But it's like, yeah, we don't show you this part. This is like 75% of what I do field producing for those documentaries is mostly just me sitting here like this. Like, see, that's not fun. That's terrible. Richard said, yeah, witching hours. Yeah, there's something to that. Same with holidays. I've noticed, you know, the major holidays like Christmas, Halloween, those types of holidays, it seems to be like a thinning of the veil. Like you get a lot of weird stuff that happens around there. For years, I would go hiking on Christmas out here. And I don't recall anything weird ever happening on any of those trips. But the Halloween camp out I did at the cemetery up in Burkhead, Bingham Cemetery. That's where I had like that close encounter with that orb. That was really weird. Redneck Stan said we had an orb on the ring a few weeks ago, and the rocking chair on the patio moved. Yeah, I always find those. Who sent me that orb picture? I think they're in chat. Was it Danger Dave? Did you send me that orb picture? And it was like, I don't know if I can bring it up right now. I don't know if I'm logged into. Oh no, I know who that was. It was David Gardner. I think he has a channel called like Paranormal Appalachian or Appalachian Paranormal. He had an interesting orb picture. We're going mobile here in a bit. I'm really waiting to just kind of hear something. You know, it's a waiting game. I hear like small critters over there. They're definitely small. While we wait, though, yeah, I'm very excited about the Godzilla -Zero trailer coming out tomorrow. That's gonna be exciting. Get out of here. Did I tell you guys that I found a black widow little cocoon nest thing in the bus? Like in the, you got your normal like bus windows that drop down, like if you all remember school. In those little gaps in that metal framing of those windows, I found a little black widow nest. So one of them started up. I got that cleaned out. I was technically sleeping next to some black widows. Oh, that's right. Brian Nelson asked earlier where I was. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Uwharrie National Forest. I'm down around like the southern section of it. Um, Okie in chat, he's from Oklahoma. I really, someone's been really calling me to the Oklahoma area the last few months. Like, I really want to get out there. I've been following a few like paranormal channels that do like ghost hunts out there, and I'm always interested in that like Hanoba Suite Siege. I find that really interesting. So I definitely want to get out to Oklahoma at some point. The signal, like the regular cell phone signal out here, is terrible. Um, the rule of thumb out here in the Uwharries for like phone signal is that if you got Verizon, as long as you can get to the top of any of these, like they're called mountains, but they're really technically hills. I think most of them down on this end top out around like 600 feet. As long as you get to the top of those, you got good signal. But like where we are right now, we're kind of like in like a cup, you know. You kind of got mountains all around us, so cell signal out here is just terrible. And Verizon's your best choice. But thankfully, we got the Starlink up here, so we got like good signal in an area that's relatively remote. See some. The Brown Mountains, yeah. I saw the Brown Mountain Lights with Cal from the Bigfoot and Uwharrie documentary. I was hiking with him. We did a 5-day, like a week-long New Year's Eve hike in the Linville Gorge, and we stayed at a Conley Cave, which is off the Conley Cove Trail, and we stayed there for like 2 nights, like over the course of like actual New Year's. Like we spent New Year's in that cave, which is the best way to spend a New Year's, is in a cave, by the way. But we were staying out there, and there's nothing on the eastern side of that gorge. and we're on the western side of it. And we were watching these little lights just kind of pop up and like jingle around. And the best videos I've seen of the Brown Mountain lights is on Hellbent Hauler's channel. Their Brown Mountain light video is probably the best. The other one is that I think it was like a night vision camera that was set up by some university out there, and they caught the lights too. And that was kind of like, I think the Brown Mountain lights are one of the few like legit mysteries that's like confirmed to be a thing, but like it's there's no explanation for it. But now that Death Wish guy, who's a hellbender, he does a lot of caving and all that. He's got like a theory on. I should probably like get him up here sometime. We're both 11 Bravos, but he has a theory on that. And he's like written like paper for it for like and like sent it in to get like peer reviewed if I'm remembering it correctly. But that's really interesting. That'd be a long road trip. Brian said, I'm in East Tennessee. I love East Tennessee. I like Tennessee in general. But I think some of Death Wish's theories on the he's got a YouTube channel. I don't remember what it's called. His name is Steven. I can't remember what his YouTube is called. But that guy does some wild hike, and he gets out there. Oh no. My browser lost connection. Close any applications. All right, let me shut more things down. I'll have you guys back in just 1 minute. Let me just, for whatever reason, it lost connection with the camera. That's a good sign, right? Wow, it's not, wow. For whatever reason, the GoPro is down. Not the GoPro, the DJI. I don't have that. I may have to go. I have one more camera I can hook up just in case if none of this works. Hang in there with me, guys. We start having weird equipment malfunctions. Come on. What? It's just not. Okay, weird. My phone's not connecting either. Huh, that's so strange. Oh, guys, hold on. I'm trying to get this figured out. Oh, thank you, Okie. I see that. Hold on, guys. I gotta do a thing real fast. When you're going Bigfoot hunting, you got to bring a bunch of cameras. For some reason, they all start losing connection and shutting down. That's odd, though, that the DJI isn't working. All right, let's see if this is not going to be as good a quality, but you should be able to see me. Hold on, I got to leave the studio. I'll be right back, guys. And we're back. Okay, yeah, I had to go hook up the old USB cam. Now we got stuff going on. Here we go. There's a motorcycle, but then there's also something else. These little crotch rockets flying by. It's eating up a lot of the audio. Oh, what's going on, Walter? Good to see you. All right, let me get this camera set up a little bit better. It's very strange that the DJI isn't working. I don't know any reason why it wouldn't, because it's a... Okay. All these beeping noises. But at least I have this camera set up too, just in case the DJI doesn't come back on. I don't know why that one wouldn't work. Okay, so we're okay. I have that back up. That's odd that lost connection. Mr. Morale, what's going on? Good evening. Okay, did I miss anything? No, we're just kind of listening right now. Earlier, I kind of heard like some like kind of woo kind of sounds, but nothing definitive yet. But we're in prime time now. I do need to plug this laptop in. Let me see if there's space for that. Can I plug that into... Let me check the generator real fast. How are we doing on power? Dang, 45%, but that still means we got 2 hours left. Can I plug the laptop in somehow? Let me see if this will work. Coyote. You guys see the coyote? Reverend PC is talking to Ristol. If my afraid we'll never get the real story, and the family, along with Alicia, will be silent. Is that on the? Is that referencing the Oklahoma woman attack? Is that what that referencing? I've not been keeping up with that story like I probably should have. This is going to diminish our streaming time, but hopefully that will... Yeah, that's at least charging the The laptop. Yeah, could you guys hear those coyotes? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I enjoy the coyotes. All right. Watch that stuff. That thing sounds like it's kicking off. It's always after midnight. After midnight till like 3 a.m. That's like when the woods really comes alive out here. I'm surprised I haven't heard like the previous weekend down here. In this spot specifically, usually you get some barred owl action, but I haven't heard any barred owls this entire weekend. Now that I'm thinking about it. Cool. You guys heard the coyotes. Nice, nice. I like when like we get like regular animal sounds, just so we can like test to make sure it does pick up on these sounds. What kind of creature are you flying around? Get off of there. So that's charging up. What's that do for my power of life now? What? That drops me down to less than an hour? I guess that is charging up the battery pretty good. All right, well, we got time. I can actually unplug this too at some point. God, they're the loudest sounding bugs in the world. They got these panel lights up around and like all around them right now. It looks like some sort of like Indiana Jones Temple of Doom situation. There's all kinds of creepy crawlies. Ugh. Oh wow, we've already been on for 2 hours. Wow, I thought we weren't even. I thought we were just barely getting into an hour. I was wondering why that thing was so used up, but actually that makes sense now. That's not too bad at all. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to. I'm going to get in that bus after this since no one's out here. I might crank up that generator, get a little charge on in the bus, and I'm going to make me a little cup of coffee. Oh, what was that? I had my usual pack of coyotes come by my place almost every night around 9 p.m. You know what's weird about out here is when I first started coming out here, a lot of these campgrounds, you could like, first off, there was way more, it sounded like there was way more coyotes back in the day out here. And you'd hear these packs. And I understand that like if you hear like 3 coyotes can sound like a dozen coyotes because the way their like vocals are, they do that like whoa 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 whoa, those like intermissions, like they're like whoa 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 whoa. But if you they in a pack, that sound actually makes it like it amplifies how many there are, like sound wise, because the way it overlaps is harder for another animal like us to determine how many there is. Even with that knowing that, I would say there used to be packs out here that would be like 30 deep because they would sound like crazy, and they would come through all the campgrounds. I'm mostly talking about Yates' place up there. Around like 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., you can expect them to come trolling around and looking for scraps. And at some point, it was probably about 5 years ago, it just stopped. There's still coyotes out here, obviously. We just heard them, but they're not like they used to be. I'm assuming that's probably got something to do with hunting. What's Bristol got? Most campers are asleep by midnight. Now that they've all gone away, the midnight hour is extra safe for anything interested in checking out what was left behind. That's kind of how I look at it too. Like maybe just that like 12 at midnight till 3 a.m. window is just so like you can get away with anything. You can just totally move around here unmolested. God, this pollen's crazy. Everywhere I'm looking, it's just like pollen flying by. I need to check the weather. I kind of miss doing the storm streams. I'm kind of itching for another good storm stream. If there's any like millionaires in chat, if you want to throw me like a couple grand to go chase tornadoes this week, I heard that's gonna be popping off like crazy in the Midwest. Been following all those storm channels. Oh, and did you hear the extreme is done? Uh, I think they're called Zonado, but this couple owns an exact copy of like the Twister truck. It's the V10 94 Dodge, 94 95 Dodge. I forget what it was. No, maybe like a 96. Yeah, it was a 96 Dodge, I think. But they got like the exact same model, and they chase tornadoes with it. But it between the seasons they go and like they fix it up. This time they did like a complete overhaul, and now it looks brand spanking new. It's got the same tires as the movie and everything. So they're getting geared up to go storm chasing in the extreme. That's like so exciting. Storm Watcher and Squatcher. Yeah, I mean, I love the storm stuff. I really love that. I mean, it's so much fun. Coyotes get wild around here. Then all the dogs go nuts. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could hear it, but earlier I kind of said there was like a dog bark or something like that, which is possible. It could be one like a mile down there. Uh, but I was hearing that with the coyotes. I thought. I don't know if you guys could hear that too. I can also use some stacks. Yeah, can we all? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't know what this is yet. Always a car goes by. Second you start hearing something, some car goes by. Oh, come on, straighten out. My OCD is killing me right now with this. This might be my preferred setup for this mic sound. Is anybody out there with who's going to that camp out in Tennessee with Hellbent Holler? And I think MK Davis is going to be out there. Who else is going to be out there? But yeah, is that starting like tonight or is that like later on this week? I keep hearing something over there. So much like still a lot of traffic noise I can hear. Got something. Hopefully the traffic noise isn't blowing it out. Hearing movement over there. Doesn't necessarily sound big. All right. Bristol says started tonight. Jesse and Joe are there now. Yeah, I knew they left today. I was talking to them a little bit earlier. Yeah, it's this weekend. I think it's 4 day long event though. So I think it started tonight. It might be it'd be what's today? Is it Monday? So it'd be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Not me. I avoid crowds. I'll tell you what. I still have nightmares about going to that Gatlinburg conference, and that I can't handle those crowds, man. That was sickening. that was like that was like me. Like it felt like being dropped in the middle of Disney World at like prime time, which is like hell to me. Oh my god, I'm with you, Oki. I don't like crowds. I can totally take it or leave it. Yeah, it should be a really good time at that camp out. That's a good group of people. And I like MK Davis is really cool. I know like with the PGF film and all that, all the controversies going on with that. And I know like MK believes what he believes in, but it's like I don't know. I can disagree with someone and not like dislike them. MK Davis is just like one of the nicest guys in the world. So generous with his time, and I think he's like is really good at like enhancing videos. I think his work on the Freeman footage is outstanding. There's some really fascinating stuff in there, and I really like MK Davis. He's like of all the legacy kind of Bigfoot people I've met, he's been the nicest, just coolest guy. Good sense of humor. And at some point, Jesse's got to get those pictures edited of me. She took like those like kind of like you know like the cover of that movie Step Brothers, where it's like those pictures where it's like you kind of like two heads faded in on each other. We like took pictures like that, and like she was gonna edit them in, and I'm hoping that happens. Oh, Risto saw me in Gatlinburg. He saw the miserable MK in Gatlinburg. That was very way too much. And when you went out for a smoke to get away, Gatlinburg crowd outside was worse. Yeah, there was no escape. And I saw the craziest thing out there too. I went out of the convention hall to get a cigarette, and the place Gatlinburg is just packed. There's just people everywhere. There's no like, it's just bumper to bumper people. And I remember standing out there, and I just don't like crowds to begin with, but I definitely don't like tourist crowds. Tourist crowds are like the worst, right? Because it's all a bunch of people who are not from there. But here's the thing with Gatlinburg, no one's from there. I think it was like maybe 20 locals, and everyone else is just visiting. But I'm standing out there, I'm smoking a cigarette, and I see this family come walking down, and they're all very large. They were just wearing cargo shorts and tank tops, and it's in the middle of the summer. It's hot, and they have those little like fans with the water spritzers that you just like hold on your face, the things you get at Disney World. And they're having a family argument, and I don't know what's going on. I just heard the phrase something about like just whatever makes mom happy or something like that, or it was something. But some words were shot, and this whole family was arguing, like having an argument. But they were in tank tops, completely drenched head to toe, because this thing's misting them in the face with water and the little fans. But they're not putting the fans down. They're having a fight, holding the little water fans, and I was like, this is hell. Like this is my hell. I have to go for a smoke also. Yeah, yeah, I had to get out of there. I showed up there. I showed up there at I had never been to Gatlinburg, and my dad used to tell me about like that was one of his first places. Like the family went on like a long distance vacation trip, when he was a kid. So this would have been like the 50s, And he gets there, I guess. So he always had like a warm, fuzzy spot for Gatlinburg. I never been, so I was like, okay, this is gonna be cool. I get to go experience this place. I showed up there. I couldn't believe what it was. I was like, this can't be it. I mean, it's like you walking down the street and there's like an animatronic dinosaur spraying smoke out at you. I go like, "Rrr." And again, bumper to bumper people. You just slammed in there. The first day there, I had a panic attack. As soon as I got in, I barely made it to the hotel room where I got checked in. That was a whole unnecessary pain in the ass. I can't stand an unnecessary pain in the ass just to check into a hotel room that you already got booked. Why does it still take 20 minutes sometimes? I don't get it. But I made into the room. I looked outside the window, and I was in like the very top. I'm a smoker, so I know where to get the rooms at. Always get to the top, and you get close to the exit door where you can go out on the little stair balcony and smoke. So I get all the way up there. I get in that room, and I'm like hyperventilating. I literally like just laid in bed and just had to like completely zone out. And I think I don't remember if I was invited to go to that. They did some VIP dinner with all the speakers that night, and that sounded terrible. I got invited. Like I think Jesse and Joe said they could get me in there, and I was like, I don't want to see another human being for the rest of the day. And I didn't. I shut the curtains. I locked the door. I didn't see anybody for the rest of that day. That was terrible. That was the worst day of my life. I was like, man, I'd rather be in Afghanistan right now than be in Gatlinburg, North Carolina, or Tennessee, wherever it is. That place is terrible. Yes, sir. Been there a lot. Very crowded. A lot of people were walking up and down the sidewalks. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like in a city, like a normal city that's like flat, you have alleyways and other streets. But Gatlinburg, it's like built in the mountains, so like there's no alleyways to escape. There's just like dead end alleyways, and then it's just one street. So there's no escape. You're just on that street. Oh my god, that's terrible. Yeah. Oh yeah. I imagine it's just always crowded there. Yeah, it's in Tennessee. Yeah, yeah. It's just so much. It's just too much there. Now, when we left there, um, I went to Cherokee. I like Cherokee. Cherokee's a nice place. That place is more like what I want out of like a little like tourist place. Like it's just chill, little shops, but it's like novelty shops. So I like Cherokee. I'd rather go spend a weekend in Cherokee than ever. I'm never going to Gatlinburg again. You'd have to. Oh my God, I'm never going to Gatlinburg again. I don't care, no matter what's there. I don't care. That wouldn't get me. I was about to say if there was a Godzilla convention, I probably wouldn't even go. But honestly, I'd probably tough it out for Godzilla. And are they still doing? That was the who did that event? That was a Smoky Mountain Bigfoot conference. I'm assuming they're doing another one there this year. That was a decent lineup though, as far as speakers go. I saw Jeff Maldrum there, and it was the first time I ever seen Jeff Maldrum in person. And because I was getting into doing this, I was like, you know what? I'll probably see Jeff Maldrum like 100 more times in my life. So I was like, I'm not gonna talk to him this time. And like he seemed really cool. I never talked to him because I was like, I'll just see Jeff Maldrum again. He was looking all right, and he passed away 2 weeks or 3 weeks after that. And it blew my mind. I was like, damn, I would never waste another opportunity to talk to someone that I want to talk to, because you don't know how long you got someone for, you know? Pop 3 hemp oil capsules. If you know, you got to be a stressful civilian mayhem. Yeah. And you know what? And that's one of those situations where it's like, I'm driving all day to get there. So like, there was no opportunity for me to get like any sort of hemp in my body. And then when I got there, I was in a hotel room, so I was just stuck there. I took that whole weekend about as sober as anybody could. After the conference, everyone went out to the bar. We found some bar where we like could have enough of a space to kind of get all the hellbenders kind of in, and there was a few other people there. I want to say that North American Bigfoot Project guys were there too. Who they've been sharing all these videos and stuff too. So shout out to them. But I met them there. And I got there, and I don't drink much in general anyway. And I had one beer, but that night, leading up to that, I was like, I'm gonna get a little fun. I'm gonna let loose a little bit, maybe dance on a table here or there. And then I get there, and I literally drink like one beer, and like it's just so packed, so loud, and there's constantly people just coming in. I was just like, I can't do this. I had like one beer in Gatlinburg. I literally walked back to my hotel room, and I stopped and got a slice of pizza. I'm like, okay, I got to eat cheap. That's the other thing. You can't eat cheap there. Everything you order, no matter what it is $30. So I got like a big slice of like New York slice of pepperoni pizza. which tasted like garbage anyway. It wasn't like it looked like New York pizza, but it wasn't New York pizza. And yeah, I'm out. I gotta go. You don't want to take the bus through there. Oh no. I don't even think the bus could make it through there. I think there's actually some low parts in there. I don't know though. I saw some RVs running through there, so the bus can probably make it. That would be miserable. The bus ain't. The bus is actually one of the benefits of it is that it's so like no one. I used to be concerned how slow it is and like how big it is, but honestly, people just avoid you like the plague. I never worry about like when I'm driving on the highway, like my top speed's 55, so everyone's like flying past me doing 70. That's fine. I've never had like a white knuckle moment driving with traffic. The only white knuckle moments I've had is like when I was driving down one of these dirt roads back here. It was a paved road, and then it just stopped and it became like a dirt road, and like the pavement just kind of dropped like a good like 4 inches onto this dirt. I came right up on it doing like 50, so I had to kind of like hit the brakes, pump them a little bit, and then it's like pump, 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 pump. And then when I came down the hill, there was a bridge that had an 8-ton capacity, and I think the bus is somewhere around like 10 to 12 tons. So I had to stop and turn it around. That was the only like white knuckle moment I've had in the bus. But as far as traffic goes, people just avoid you. They don't want nothing to do with that school bus. Like, all right. Mr. Morale, what's your take on the unknown animal attack in Oklahoma? I haven't kept up with it today, but from the details I've heard about it from the other day, which I guess the woman said that it was they like pounced on her and all that. I don't know what to think about that, but there is with the Dogman stuff, uh, there is a lot of strange animal attacks that popped up. Remember that kid? It was either in Tennessee or North Carolina, maybe. But there was like a kid that was attacked by like they said like wolves or something, but it dragged him like 200 yards up this mountain. Do you guys anybody remember this? So there is like weird animal attacks that like it starts out as either being like, oh, it's some sort of canine, and then it kind of turns into like, well, we don't know what it is. And I always find those interesting because it's like you should know roughly what something is, and but I need to look up on it tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do a stream just during the day in the bus, just chilling because I get good signal. I got good power during the day, so it makes sense to do a little stream there. Richard said, I did the same thing, said hello to him when I brushed by, but thought the same thing. Yeah, it sucks. He's referring to Jeff Maldrum. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like he does all these conventions. I figured I'd run into him again, no doubt. Like he goes to all these things. And he seemed like a really nice guy. He did something I was surprised to see for someone who's been doing this for so long. When he had his like lunch break time and like he was just chilling, he walked around to like every vendor and like just said like what's up to everyone, talk to everyone, and it's like that's really nice. You don't have to do that. Like I would be sick of people at this point if I was doing what he did. Okie said Kentucky. Is that what it was? Yeah, that one sticks out in my head as like a strange animal attack because it started out as like oh a wolf, but then like none of the how it acted seemed anything like a wolf. And then like to drag a kid, I think he was 13 or 14, like 200 yards or something like that up a mountain. That's really weird. Just curious. I remember that drug up a hill. Yeah. Gotta run. Work comes early. Night all. Have a good night, Bristol. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping it up here soon. Let me check see how long we got on power right now. Oh yeah, we only got about 20, 30 minutes left on power, so we're gonna have to be shutting this thing down pretty soon. Haven't really heard nothing else. I'll of course leave the microphone out. Um, hey, that's what we're gonna have to do. We have to keep digging at it. Lots of animals attack lately. Yeah, wasn't there another one too right before the Oklahoma situation? I thought there was another one that was strange. I think in either NC or NC. What was that? Yeah, Kentucky. I gotta look into that one again. That was a really interesting one when that went down. Been a lot of other attacks brought back to light that have happened before. Yeah, have a good night, Bristol. We're not going to be too far behind you. Like I said, we only got about 20 minutes left on, 20, 30 minutes left on power here. And I don't want to like have it end before I actually unplug the laptop. I got 60%. Let me see if that extends my life a little bit longer. Okay, yeah, that takes me up to about a solid 30 minutes. Bigfoot Dwarf says, I want to hear about MK's cougar encounters and attacks in Miami. First off, it was Tampa. Yeah, I'm a sucker for some cougars. They occasionally, and they're also suckers for me. They're grabbing me up. Mr. Murrell said, "Where are you located tonight?" I'm still in Uwharrie. I'm in the southern end down here. We've been here before. I won't say the name of it, but this was a spot I was in like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I came back down here because West Morris I couldn't go to anymore. It's just with the Starlink, so I'll have to start. I'll do the pre-recording. I'll like record a stakeout, and I think post it. Yeah. Hopefully we hear something soon. Got birds coming out, which is good. What's the what's the latest? Oh, it is pretty isolated there. Tonight it was busy this weekend, but here in the middle of the week it empties out. So when I was coming back, in here, I didn't see anybody for at least half a mile, camping wise. The one person I did see was packing up, so I assume they're gone now. And the only thing I've heard that's like human that's probably in the area is like I heard a dog barking. That's probably a good ways down there. Mosquitoes are starting to come out now. Man, that pollen. I meant to make some hot dogs tonight, but I ended up just eating a whole bag of chips and jalapeno cheddar dip, which I don't think is probably the healthy choice, but I don't think hot dogs is either. Let me see if my phone will link up again. I know it's been giving us some trouble here, but we'll do a little walk around before we close it out. And we'll stir something up. I don't know if you guys saw that poster for the new LBL documentary coming out, but it's pretty rocking. I'll show you. Oh wait, no, it's too far away. Oh. Anyway, if you're see it, if you follow like Hal Ben Holler or myself on Facebook, on anything, you'll see the LBL doc that's coming out. That's April 19th, guys. You guys are gonna love it. I got to see it yesterday, and it's like a big thing when they let me watch something like that because like they have to like post it privately, send me the link, and then like they literally like stay on me. Like I'll get a message like halfway through it being like, "Are you done yet?" We have to delete that when after you watch it. It's like, thanks, Bigfoot Dwarf. Thanks. Dude Tucker said the poster is nice. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I never know what that stuff's gonna look like, you know, like when I'm just like. Come on. Why is it not doing that? That's so strange. All right, back to the Osmos. That's so strange why they don't I'll operate the camera then. Let's go super sound stick. Let's do a little listen to. Let's do this, guys. You're pointing the same way the sound stick's pointed. Trying to get some light on for you. Hearing birdies. Birdies. Hoping it should be pretty easy packing up tonight. Try to consolidate everything. That's the direction I've consistently heard something moving around back there. Again, doesn't sound big. Just that one direction there seems to be pretty consistent. Turn it down a little bit now. Yeah, I'll probably do a stream tomorrow midday. Yeah, no more lagging. Yep, did Jesse post on YouTube also? The poster is probably, I would imagine she posted on her community board, a community post. I shared it on my Facebook. I know they shared it on their Facebook. It's also, I think I shared it on my Instagram stories. Yeah, no more lagging. We got a nice big old clear open sky above the bus back there. I think we only had a couple little small lags, but nothing too bad. Bring you guys back around. But yeah, I tell you what, like, I used to think that like the Uwharrie documentary would always kind of remain like my favorite one because it's like, it's Uwharrie, it's my area, I'm in it. But honestly, it's like they've gotten better and better each time. Like the Sumter doc, I really like a lot. That one's really fast paced. It like captures what it was like to be out there. But that was so many weekends out there. Jeez Louise. It was like 2 months worth of like long weekends, like 3-day weekends. And I think we captured some pretty interesting stuff. That metal door slamming. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out Small Town Monsters. Watch Sasquatch of the Sumter. That I was a field producer on that, and that was a really amazing investigation. But this LBL doc, like to see everything packaged like we experienced, and like it squashed down like that 7 days straight of investigations squashed down in like an hour 45. It's just like so fast paced. It's incredible. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think you guys are gonna love it. And everything you thought you knew about the land between the lakes, it's all going to change after that drops. It's going to be like the new definitive documentary. At least that was like, that's kind of how we interpreted it as we were like fact finding and doing the research. Like as it was coming along, it was like, oh, this is like totally different than what we've ever understood before. Not to give too much away, but like the main story of the LBL was always like, what I always heard was, the government wanted to increase tourism, so they decided to like build these dams, kick everyone off, and then build a park out of it, and then they just kind of abandoned the park. But that's not the story at all. That's not the true story in the least bit. There was like a flood in 1937 that killed a bunch of people, if not 1,000, but like at least hundreds of people. I forget how many. And it was a congressional order to build dams to control the water flow, because down that river, you hit Nashville, and Nashville was like exploding in population. So if another flood like 37 happened, it would have wiped out Nashville completely. So the dams were built to protect Nashville. They didn't even start talking about a national park until the 1960s. So like over 20 years later, 25 years later is when they actually said like, oh, we should make a park out of this place. It had the dams had nothing to do with the parks coming or anything. Like there was completely separate things. And that blew my mind when I learned that. I said, oh, well, that's not what anyone's ever told me. I was always told that they like, we're going to build these dams and make a national park. That's not the case at all. So you could not buy property in the land between the lakes after 1937. Like once Congress cleared that to be an area to build these dams and like for flood controls, you couldn't purchase land anymore. So like either like the people who were left there in the 60s, they were either, that was loud. Listen, guys. Yeah, be a lot of upset people. Just, yeah, 100%. Yeah. We're coming down the wire now. We got like 20 minutes left on this battery now. I'm just curious that, a lot of times you find out that there were actually good reasons for some things. Yeah, and what's a better reason than like stopping major floods that kills hundreds, if not thousands, of your citizens? Like you have to do something about it. And it was literally a congressional hearing. Like the federal government said, no, we have to control these floods. And that's actually why, this is another little caveat. I don't know if there's anything about this in the documentary, but something that we learned was no Native American tribes ever settled in that area because of the seasonal flooding. They knew that it was dangerous to live there. So there was never any type of like actual, like, I'm sure those tribes around it, but as far as people settling in that area, no Native American tribes settled long term in that region at all. So think about, I think that was a coyote, but it's still pretty cool. And hell yeah, people are getting upset about that. People are getting mad.
someone was questioning my so someone referred to me as allegedly a veteran, and I was like, this is public record, so you can look it up. I mean, you can find out if I'm actually a veteran or not. It's not like I'm keeping it a secret. Yeah, people get big mad up there in the LBL. You guys hearing any of this? A little bit of coyote action going on. Or is it? Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, so it's not even anything to. It's also like this shit comes from people who like claim to like. I would just say some of the same people who are like talking about tracking people's IP addresses and shit. It's like, how about if you actually like respect a veteran before you start like laying out accusations that they might not actually be a veteran? Why don't you actually just check? Why don't you do them the simple service of just checking before you start throwing their name under the bus? These people, man. Listen, you didn't hear this from me, and let's just keep this private between me and the 47 in here right now. Some of these people are pieces of shit, and they're going to rue the day they came up against the extreme. But yeah, it's like unbelievable. Like people get so butthurt, and it's like instead of like, you want to argue about like Bigfoot, let's argue about Bigfoot. But like as soon as you take it off track of that, and you start going after like people's personal shit. It's like, okay. How are we looking on battery power? We're taking it down to the max here. Oh yeah. Asshole expect us to carry a DD-214 all day. I have my DD-214 in the bus. I have my military records with me. I got my VA card. Like, what are you talking about? And he wasn't just talking to me about that either. Surviving the Strange was up there, and I actually don't know if he served. I'm assuming he's like prior military, but I don't even know. But yeah, you clumped us both in as alleged veterans. It's like, okay. Allegedly. But I think the audio captures we get in that LBL documentary are gonna blow people's minds. It's some of the clearest audio I've ever heard, and like, I forgot how many times the big thing went off. What was that noise? But like we captured audio of like it sounds like your classic Hollywood werewolf, and we got it when we were going into this like field area where we found like a huge scat pile. I mean, huge scat pile, and that was really fascinating. And like we got perfectly. That's one of the best things about working with like Hal Ben Holler is how much work goes into actually like getting something, like capturing what you're hearing out there. And 3 for 3 out of these small town monster documentaries, and they're not easy. I mean, it takes weeks and weeks of doing this stuff. The LBL one was just like a solid week straight. That was like we just the ground for a week straight. I keep hearing something over there. What are we doing on time? Yeah, we're about done now. All right, guys, I'll wrap this up so I can actually close up everything properly. But a big thing like a dog man, yeah, like it's like what you would think a dog man would sound like. Like it's unbelievable. Yeah, you guys are gonna love it. It's a really good documentary. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna start wrapping this up here because we are out of power. Thanks for everyone for showing up. I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow. I'll probably do it midday because I'm gonna head up to someplace to get some sun. I'm not sure where at, either the Bigfoot Bar and Grill or the or the Outpost. But I'm gonna let my batteries charge up good out there in the sun, and I'll do a stream out there, and we'll just hang out. It'll be a chill stream. It won't be this. But all right, guys, have a great day. Great night. I'm gonna hurriedly throw everything into these boxes and stick them in the back of the bus, and then spend an hour organizing it. So, thanks, guys. Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's all about that actually capturing that sound. You all take it easy. Terry Carter, good to see you. Oh, it's unbelievable how we hate her. Well, you know, and what's pathetic, and I'll say this is what's pathetic about it, is that, like, because, like, we didn't include some of these people in the documentary, that's what they're butthurt about. And it's like, if you have that level of insecurity, that's pathetic. You know what I mean? Multi Motorsports showed up with a big old F-bomb. Fuck! What's going on? I guess you probably just saw this. What's going on, Walter? It's got out your tier late. You didn't miss much. We heard some coyotes earlier. There's like movement over there, but it doesn't sound particularly large. But I'm sure that was probably picked up on there. And yeah, Mulvey, you up in Illinois? Did you go to Sturgis this week? I saw you with your bike in the Illinois line. I got 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes. Tell me what Illinois is like. Oh, he's still in Illinois. Are you at Sturgis? Is that what you're doing? What are you doing up there? Tell me what you're doing. Oh, you passed the LBL. I'm telling you, that's a great place. You'd love it out there. Are you asking me if Sturgis this week? No, you were on a motorcycle in Illinois. Is it like Sturgis in Wisconsin or something like that? Is that near? Oh, you're going to Kansas. Oh. What's going on in Kansas? Am I getting walking now? Okay, everyone listen. All right. Well, here comes the scary part for me, where I gotta pack everything up and scurry back into the bus. But hey, guys, thanks for coming out. Good to see everybody. Oh, it's in South. Yeah, you're right. It is in South Dakota. Oh, you're gonna go see an antique airplane. Very cool. All right, guys. Have a good night. Catch y'all tomorrow.